next guest is a very funny comedian who will be performing at the Netflix Is a Joke Fest in LA beginning May 2nd. He also co-hosts the podcast Boys Club with Nico Carney and Connor Janda. Please welcome Nico Carney.
Hey, what's going on? It's great to be here. My name's Nico. It's nice to meet you guys. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a trans man. I'm trans, and thank you. Thank you so much. I like talking about it up here in my comedy because I feel like most people don't know any trans guys. Like, even famous ones, there's really only one super famous trans man right now. We'll say his name on 3 if you guys know him. 1, 2, Justin Bieber. Very good. If you don't think that's true, you're not paying attention, okay? Like, I didn't necessarily understand that I was trans when I was growing up, but I saw Justin Bieber and I was like, it's gonna be okay. We're both gonna be absolutely fine, actually. People are very curious about trans people. You know, people ask me sometimes, like, how did you know? When did you know? And it happened to me the same way it happens to all of us. Caitlyn Jenner bit me, so... And listen, I tried to get away, but she is so fast. She is like Olympic speed, you guys. It's crazy. She got me quick. She really did. I've been medically transitioning for a couple years now, so I pass a lot more now. And if you guys don't know what passing means, this guy at my cousin's straight wedding put it best when he said, "Damn, dog, I had no idea." That is awesome, brother. That is awesome. He was so excited he bought me drinks for the rest of the night. That is an ally, okay? What are you guys doing to help, all right? Passing is interesting. It gets me into some weird situations now. Like now, every time I go to the gynecologist, I get a lot of weird looks at the gynecologist. And I understand, because, like, I know I look like a teen boy in a coming-of-age comedy who looks like he's only at the gynecologist because he's got a plan to see naked ladies. Like, I look like me and my buddy are going to get back to the exam room, and he's going to be like, what do we do now? And I'll be like, I don't know. I didn't think we'd get this far. I had an appointment kind of recently, and I was feeling really nervous about it because I just wanted to be awkward. I didn't want to stick out in the waiting room, so I started coming up with plans. And at first, I was like, maybe I'll bring my girlfriend with me to the appointment. That way they think it's her appointment. And then I'm there too because I'm just like the best boyfriend ever. Sorry, ladies, there's a hero in the waiting room today. But my girlfriend was busy doing literally anything else, so... Apparently, grown men have to take themselves to the gynecologist. It's messed up. So left to my own devices, I had to come up with a backup plan, and I was really nervous about sticking out in the waiting room, so I decided I was gonna wear pants and a long-sleeve shirt to cover my arm and leg hair, and then a mask to cover my facial hair. It was the middle of August. But I was like, I'm gonna wear all this so that I don't stick out in the waiting room. And then I was sitting there, and I was like, well, now I look like I'm gonna rob the gynecologist. Put the IUDs in the bag and nobody gets hurt. So when the nurse finally came out to get me, I could tell she was nervous. And this happens a lot, you know, people, well-meaning people, and I just wanted her to know, like, it was gonna be okay. It was gonna be okay for me. More importantly, it was gonna be okay for her. So we started talking and stuff, and I was like, you know, I love your scrubs. Then she told me I have beautiful eyes. Now we're hitting it off. We're having a good time. And so by the end of this appointment, you know, we have a great rapport, and she's about to leave, and she's like, all right, the doctor's gonna be in to see you in a second, so take your clothes off, put this gown on, and the doctor will be in. Now, I haven't had a gynecology appointment in a long time, so I forgot that part of it is a breast exam to check for breast cancer. So when she said, take your clothes off, put this gown on, I panicked, and I was like, do I have to take my shirt off? Because in my head, I was like, I don't want to get more naked than I'm supposed to be. Like, I'm keeping my socks on. Like, I'm not trying to be too naked. Like, I'm already the only trans guy she's going to see today. And then she's going to be like, and he was all the way naked. Like, is that what they do? Is that part of it? Now this doctor speaking on diversity panel is like, you know, these trans fellas like to get naked. And that blood is on my hands. So I panicked, and I was like, do I have to take my shirt off? And this nurse went ghost white. because she was about to be Ally of the Year before I threw her this curveball. And she looked at me and she said, "You can ask the doctor." She was like, "Nope, they don't pay me enough for this. I am waving the white flag. I don't care what color your flag is. Mine is white." This is done. You guys have been so fun. My name's Nico Carney. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Nico